Hey guys, tonight I want to share with you a pair of Strider knives that are exceptional in many ways. You may see them in my collection video, a video showing off a prominent collection of Striders, but I wanted to break them out into their own videos so that we can take a closer look at them. The first one is a PT. It was made by Marissa Strider, and then the top one, the large one, is an SnG XL that was handmade by Mick Strider. What makes these amazing is that every facet of this knife was hand-built, handmade by these Striders themselves. And so the Damascus, which is a fantastic color, was handmade by Mick and Marissa. The way they create their Damascus is by making a combination of materials in a layer. And so what they do is they'll take a piece of 1095, place it on top of a piece of nickel and then cobalt, and they'll stack up these layers so that there's 700 different layers. And once those layers have been stacked, they will tie them together with wire and then place them into a forge. And once it reaches a particular temperature, I suppose, they take the block of metal out and hammer it. And this hammered finish is what you see on the handle of this SnG XL. This finish is fantastic. It's really hard to capture in photos, but you can really see the different textures from hammering it. And different colors shine through, indicate different metals that are actually being present there. And so the yellow color, the gold bronze type color, is a different metal than the blue color, which is yet another different metal compared to the purple color. And all of those colors can be seen in one plane of the handle. It's very interesting how this happens. You get the different colors by using a torch, like a propane torch of some kind to heat color the different layers of metal there. Of course, Mick made it extra special by adding these 3 grooves here, which line up very nicely with the lanyard hole. When we take a closer look at the blade, we see what happens after you surface grind the metal. So if you completely grind the handle here, which has that hammer finish, you would get something that's much closer resemblance to this the blade shape and the way that the swirls are visible. Of course, the metal does need to be heat colored at this point. But the way Mick has ground this knife is fantastic. He has a hollow grind here near the back of the knife, a smaller hollow grind at the front of the knife, and then an insane swedge here. It's difficult to capture it on a video, but I can assure you that these lines where the grinds meet up, those points, they do match from side to side. And it's just fantastic. The Mick has the skill to get those points to match. What's fantastic is looking at this blade, and you can actually follow the different lines as they go different areas of the knife. This is the kind of knife that you can look at for half an hour at a time and really get lost in the detail, such as this dragon spine. It's fantastic the way Mick kind of grooved that spine to give it an extra layer of detail, an extra layer of depth. The pocket clip is also made out of the same Damascus, and I truly hope that you can see this, but it's amazing the way you can see the layers of the Damascus in the pocket clip, and again, I truly hope that you can see that. Another interesting detail are these edges that have been rounded out of the handle. It's a very aesthetic piece of the handle, and you again can see the layers of the metal in that handle itself, the different lines indicating different layers of metal. It's just a fantastic piece. It's extremely weighty. Many knives are in the several ounces, perhaps 4, 5, 6 ounces. It's pretty heavy. This knife weighs 15 ounces. That's a better part of a pound, and it's truly handmade, sole authored by Mick Strider. As far as I know, even the screws, which are titanium, were handcrafted out of a titanium stock that Mick hand turned to make screws out of. It's just a truly a masterpiece, and as any good author does, Mick has signed his name right there in that finger choil. It's an extremely comfortable knife. For being so large and so heavy, it fits in the hand well. I'm not a small individual at 6'3", but it's very comfortable to hold. And if you did decide that you wanted to cut something with this, I assure you it would be an excellent choice. On the other end of the size spectrum is the PT, which is the smallest shape, the smallest size of this particular shape. Again, this is made by Mick's wife, Marissa Strider. This has the same Damascus, prepared in the same way, but the handle is finished, so it was surface ground and contoured, and there are these striations in the handle which make it handsome. It's also very comfortable to hold. It's a very pocketable knife, very nice to carry, much lighter than that mammoth 15-ounce SnG XL. Has a really neat Bowie shape, which is uncommon in the Strider family, as is the circular thumb opening, also uncommon. Much more common to see the oval shape here. Again, this is a hand-forged Damascus by the Striders. Very cool Bowie shape, very pointy shape. No nightmare grind here, but definitely a very nice shape. There is treatment on the spine, much like in Mick's SnG XL. Not exactly a dragon spine, but certainly some treatment there, more like a coin edge, if you were. Again, the backside has a Damascus clip. Again, very handsome. It's amazing, the level of detail. You truly can get lost just staring at that Damascus for minutes on end. These two are an amazing piece to own. The fact that this collector has both of them is truly remarkable, and it's just one of those things that once you have one, it's hard living life without the other. And we've been fortunate enough to take a look at these today, to handle these, and to share them with you. So thank you, as always, for watching these videos, and I hope you learned something. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them. I would be happy to do more videos with these individual knives in the future. But again, thanks for watching. As always, be dressed to play and geared to slaughter. See you, YouTube.